Good morning everybody, and today we are going to see about the Strassen's matrix multiplication. So Strassen's matrix multiplication, it is an application of divide and conquer rule. The divide and conquer rule, it also has applications which includes binary search, merge sort, quick sort, and Strassen's matrix multiplication. So now here we are going to multiply the two matrices. So here you consider A and B are the two matrices, and if you wanted to multiply, so how will you multiply? So you are going to take the first row and you're going to multiply with the first column of the second matrices. So A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. So likewise, if you want to multiply the second row, you have to take like A21 into B12 plus A22 into B22. So likewise, we have to multiply that we all know. So the resultant matrix we're getting will be like C11, C12, C21 and C22. Now here if the order of the matrix is 2 cross 2 or 3 cross 3, it's very easy for us to multiply. In case if the order is increasing, what happens is that the complexity also increases. So in order to reduce the complexity, the Strassen has given us something. So let us see what actually it is. Now we'll see how to multiply these two. Okay. So A11, A12, A21, A22. And here the second matrix is B11, B12, B21 and B22. So the resultant matrix C is equal to C11, C12, C21 and C22. So now first in order to get C11, okay. So in order to get C11, what actually we are doing? So we are going to multiply this A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. Okay, so now we got C11. Likewise, second one, C12. So C12, how do we do? A11 into B12, sorry, A11 into B12 plus A12 into B22. Okay, so now we have got C12. Likewise, C21. Okay, so how we have to do? A21 into B11 plus A22 into B21. Okay, now we got C21. And C22, how we have to do? A21 into B12 plus A22 into B22. So it is a regular matrix where we can do this easily. Suppose if it is a 4 cross 4 matrix, so we will see how we can do that. Okay, now if it is in case of 4 cross 4 matrix, so what we are going to do is we are going to find out the mid value. Okay, so after finding the mid value, that is we are going to break that 4 cross 4 matrix into 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, now you consider this matrix. So now what I am going to do is I am going to divide it into 2. Okay, so when I am going to divide it into 2, so this one I am getting A11 and the matrix is becoming A12, A21, A22. Okay, like similarly B11, B12, B21 and B22. So now I have divided, that is I have broken the matrix into 2 cross 2 matrix. So now it looks like this. So when I am breaking the 4 cross 4 matrix into 2 cross 2 matrix, it is becoming like this. So it is A11, A12, A21, A22. Likewise B11, B12, B21 and B22. Here it is an algorithm. So now here listen, matrix multiplications. So we are doing matrix multiplication A, B, N. So A is a matrix and B is a matrix and N is the order of the matrix. If N is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so if N is less than or equal to 2, so what we have following? So the same way. So we have found out C11 is equal to, so we have done is it's A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. Okay, similarly the same thing we are doing to find out C11, C12 and C21 and C22. Okay, so in this case if the order of the matrix is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so in case if the order of the matrix is greater than 2, so what we are doing? We are breaking the matrix. That is we are finding the mid value. Okay, so now we are finding the mid value, that is we are dividing N divided by 2. Okay, now here it has become, that is matrix multiplication of, that is the A11. Okay, it has become A11 into B11, okay, by n by 2. n by 2 is order divided by 2, the same way, okay, as we have done the matrix multiplication for 2 cross 2 matrix, the same thing we are doing for matrix multiplication. So A11 B11 plus matrix multiplication of, okay, so what is that, A12 and B21, okay, B21. Similarly, the second one also we are doing it. So how it becomes, so A11, okay, then B12, then A12 and B22, okay. So here we have done it. Likewise, we are doing the matrix multiplication and we are doing it for the fourth one. So this is actually a normal matrix multiplication, right? Okay, now in case of the Strassen's matrix multiplication, we have the formula. So here the Strassen's formula is there for finding out the value for P, Q, R, S, T, U and V. Okay, so now you see, actually I am writing here, so it will be like this, no? So A11, A12 and then A21 and A22, and here B11, B12, B21 and B22. So what we have to do, so for finding out the P value, so you have to add A11 and then A22, okay, then you have to multiply with B11 and B22, okay, then you will be getting the value for P. So likewise Q value, so A21 you have to add it with A22, then you have to multiply it with B11, right? Then for R, so A11 you have to take, then you have to multiply it with B12, okay, minus B22 value. So similarly, if you do all these calculations using this formula, so you will be able to find out the value for P, Q, R, S, T, U and V. Okay. Now from that, what we have to find out is, we are going to find out the value for C11, C12, C21 and C22. Okay. So now we already got the values for P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and now we have to substitute the value. So for C11, the formula will be P plus S minus T minus so V, right? So when you do that, you will be getting the value for C11. And C12, you have to substitute the value after getting the result from R and T. Okay, you have to add it. Likewise, C21, you have to add the value Q plus S. So when you are doing, you will be having a 4 cross 4 matrix again, right? So now why we are using this Strassen matrix is that we are reducing the number of the steps which we have seen in the normal method. So see, if we see in the normal method, actually, I'll show you like here. So we have how many times we are doing the matrix multiplication. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, whereas in Strassen we are doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now what is that? We are reducing 1 unit in Strassen's multiplication. Okay, so this is the advantage of using the Strassen's matrix multiplication. And thank you so much.